Hello everyone, my name is Sri. I'm 22 this year. I'm staying at Johor Bahru. Currently, I'm studying at UNITA International University. I'm doing my first year degree in Business Administration.
Hey guys, my name is Sham and I've just completed my degree in Mass Communication. I was majoring in Public Relations and currently I'm waiting for my internship which will be starting in mid-August.
Hi, my name is Viswaria and I'm a teacher.
Hi guys, my name is Mitra Viloshini and I've just finished my undergraduate studies.
Hello, I'm Janani Sashikumar, currently a third year nursing student.
Hi, my name is Rubini. I'm 22 years old and I'm a university student.
Hi everyone, I'm Durga here, 22 years old from Johor Bahru. I'm a communication student from University Science Malaysia and my ambition is to be a journalist.
So my quarantine routine was like I'll wake up in the morning and then make a very simple breakfast for my family, sit down with them, eat with them, have a little chit chat, and then maybe watch cartoons with my little sister, and then I will carry on with my studies until 5 p.m. and then I would bake, and there's this thing called Baking with Jens. I would post in Snapchat of how like the methods of baking cakes and also cupcakes so that my friends will see and also learn. And then night, like I think it's just like a reading off time, so I just read a book or watch a movie together with my family.
I'm dealing with quarantine in a much better and in a much positive way compared to in the beginning. In the beginning, it was quite hard because everything came crashing down on us, especially as students. We had lots of online classes and assignments to catch up. But then as I adapt to this new normal, I realized that all I needed to deal with this quarantine is to have a proper routine, to have a positive mindset, and also try to achieve small steps or small goals every day. So by following this, I deal with quarantine in a much more organized and in a much positive way.
My quarantine routine was to try as much to keep up with my pre-quarantine schedule as I did not want to lose my momentum in getting my everyday routine tasks done. So this way I prioritized my essential daily tasks first, such as back then when I was a student, it was studying and all that, and just like everyone else, this was also a long-awaited break for me, so I definitely had my very unproductive days where I binge watched good shows and good movies, did a lot of cooking and baking in the past few months. It's a good time to try out new things and make mistakes and learn from them. Also spent quality time with my family members, reminiscing my childhood, playing board games, did a lot of walking around the neighborhood and cycling more often than before. Also having better communications within ourselves as we did not have enough time during our usual busy hectic lifestyle.
Most of our routine and also our schedule were being disrupted all sudden, and obviously it will take quite a long time for everything to get back how it used to be. So if you ask me how I'm dealing with my quarantine time, I would say that I'm doing things that I always wanted to do, which back then I've been complaining that I have no time, I'm too busy to do those things. So I guess this is the time for me to do all those things.
So because the quarantine period was like during my final semester, I was basically busy finishing up my assignments, my final year project, preparing for presentations, and also applying for internships and also preparing for online exams. My sleep routine was definitely changed, but thankfully I'm getting back on track right now. Other than that, I guess I was just trying to figure out ways to keep myself busy, like trying new recipes, baking stuff, and yeah, those kind of things.
I'm dealing this quarantine period by doing some useful things. At first few weeks, I was so excited because I could spend some time with my family members since I'm studying at Penang, far away from my family. And then after use with this quarantine, I get bored to stay at home because my online classes starts very earlier. Then almost every day I get used with my laptop and assignments.
As a college student, I used to set routine of getting up and venturing out on campus to attend classes and hanging out with my friends. Since the MCO restriction, the university has shifted to a full-time online education system for the current semester due to coronavirus. So these have become my daily routine activity during the past month of quarantine, and it has been a big change to my previous one, and I think this is the hardest thing to cope up with it. Either you're not doing enough or you're doing too much work, and that can be super stressful.
A new skill or hobby that I learned during quarantine is surprisingly baking. I have tried to bake previously before this, but it always ends up as failures. So I decided that maybe during quarantine I could learn how to bake again, and surprisingly it worked. So for now I have learned how to bake a few cookies, cakes, and also make a few other desserts. So this is one achievement that I'm really proud of. And thanks to technology as well nowadays, because just by watching YouTube videos you could learn anything easily. And yeah, thanks to quarantine, because I could learn how to bake finally, and I'm really looking forward to learn other new skills as well.
I always loved baking, and I have turned it into a business during this quarantine time. If you ask me what kind of skills that I have learned during this period of time, I would say that through this business I have learned quite a lot of business skills, especially marketing, sales, and even customer services.
Of course, I got to learn some new hobbies and skills. I learned to bake some cookies and cakes by using easy ingredients that can find at home. Then apart from that, I also attempted some traditional kueh of Malays like kueh Korea and kueh lapis. Besides cooking and baking, I also focused on my healthy lifestyle. I did yoga with my sisters by just follow the instructions from YouTube. And to make sure my BMI is normal, I avoided outside foods and didn't skip my breakfast. Then if I got time, I will do twice a week facial with some DIY mask. And then I also shared some tips in social medias after I get positive results on my face. Lastly, the most interesting thing is I got explored my voice by singing and post it at social medias to get some feedbacks from my friends.
Hardest part of the lockdown is not being able to go out and meet my friends and family. I desperately missing my parents, grandparents, and my best friend, which I had to use technology like video call to communicate with them. One of the first things I will definitely do after this lockdown is make some journey to meet up for good catch up and hug with my loved one.
So the specific place that I'm really looking forward to visit after all this is over is definitely Penang, because my university is located in Penang, and Penang is basically like my second home right now. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to go all over around Penang again, and also go get the food, because as you know, Penang is very well known for the food over there. And also I'm very excited to meet my friends over in Penang again, because the last time we met we can't really get to say a proper temporary goodbye. So yeah, I really can't wait to go back to Penang again and also to meet my friends.
Actually, I felt very hard coping up with my studies during my quarantine days. This is because I'm home and everybody was home, and I was feeling very unmotivated to study, and also the environment was very distractive for me to focus on my studies. So I made a little improvement in my workplace so that I can focus more on my studies and make the place more conducive for me to learn. And also I also made a to-do list so that I don't miss out on any of my assignments, and also keep track on my studies. So after that it went pretty well actually.
I disciplined myself by adhering to my routine schedule of attending my virtual classes and paying close attention to what is being delivered, as it's often tough to ask your lecturers precise questions online compared to our regular classes. Shifting from the conventional studying method of borrowing textbooks from the library and having face-to-face group discussions with your peers, to reading up and studying an entire module on your ebook online and having online discussions are definitely more time consuming. But it is what it is. A pandemic occurred and we should be flexible to adapt under difficult circumstances. Studying from home and having long hours of online examination are prone to interruptions from home, and having to complete everything digitally is also very eye straining. So take regular breaks but do not lose focus.